Automobile services or automated?
Automotive service station.
All right,
Yep.
that's being removed as a use case.
Oh, but it was deleted, but but in automobile service, is that what replaced it, automobile service?
Yes.
Everybody?
Correct.
Okay, so in automobile service, there's no mention of gas, we're under automotive service station, it includes gas, and there's no mention of gas in automobile service.
No, that was removed as a use case.
So we can't have a gas station Upper Frederick?
Correct, the only place that would be illegally allowed is here on Big Road, and you have Wawa right down the street, essentially was the reason for that.
So it's intentionally removed?
It was intentionally
Got it,
removed.
okay.
All right, now bed and breakfast, I know we wanted to, I think we wanted to look at the number of rooms and any time limits that were associated with that.
For me, going through it, I actually just found it, thank you for pointing that stuff about. I goes, oh my God, I just stripped all these papers out for Lisa, I don't know which one it is. So anyway, when I read this here, it's the changes you wanted to do. I'm just thinking of the old Perky Hotel here, because it's been a topic of conversation so much. But I wanted to remove the 30-day limit so it can be rented to supplement the income of the B&B. That way, instead of just limiting that person to 30-day, what if in the off-season he needs to carry over some revs to help him out, make it? That was just my thought. I don't know anybody else's thought.
Well, I'm reading it as a home occupation. So I buy the Perky Hotel and turn it into a bed and breakfast, and I live in my house I'm living in now. I can't do that because I'm not living there. It's not my home.
Correct. Not by this definition.
Right.
no.
Right,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't like about it.
good catch, Willie.
Okay, also the 30 days, if you got somebody that's
You're
willing to,
tracking the changes.
live there all summer because they want to fish the lake and do the trail and stuff like that, why can't you let them? If you do want to put a time limit on it, put like 180 days, give them 6 months, a season, whatever. That would be my feelings on that. On only one.
That's all I had on it too. Would you have one of these?
I had enough.
So we would be taking it out of being a home occupation and basically making it a use by itself again.
Yeah.
And then removing the 30-day limit.
And removing the date limit, Bill, or you want to restrict it? What do you think about that?
You can remove it completely, but I mean, if you want to have a limit, then I would want it to be at least covering like either the hot weather or the cold weather,
Okay,
Either cover fishing or cover hunting, one of the two.
yeah.
Do you have to reorder those, Bill?
Nope, I can do alphabetical, thank you.
Okay.
I do it all day here.
Okay, got those changes.
I had a comment, I think I did this last week, so I'm not for sure. I have that we had removed items, heliport, hotel, motel, shopping center, tattoo parlor.
Yes.
Yes, so those all are deleted and are coming out. Are they replaced or moved anywhere else?
No, they're being carried in other municipalities and the regional planning commission.
Okay? I have a problem.
So we will never approve a shopping center.
Which one do you want back, the
that'd be
tattoo parlor?
great.
That's what-
Tattoo parlor.
Hold it, you can. No, my issue there, and I did bring some other stuff, that if you wanna eliminate, what was it, hotel motel?
I just,
Eliminate,
yeah,
then,
because we have bed and breakfast, but
okay, hold on, I'm getting there. Then what I'd like to introduce then is pub and an inn. Definitions are, I'll read it.
No, thanks, Bill.
Pub, okay, a pub is a bar tavern that serves food and it often acts as a community gathering place, which is what that used to be down
I
there
will mention
with that.
that use case was removed and was only allowed ever in the commercial business district. Hotels were only allowed in the commercial business district. They were never
Okay.
allowed in the residential district.
Okay. I don't have a problem with that.
Is
I
that,
don't wanna live
that
next
is
to a hotel.
Perkium and the?
But-
Well, that allows anyone on any piece of property in the township to build it on residential property.
Yeah, don't necessarily want that.
We're just doing definitions right now, right?
Yeah.
But you're
Yeah.
adding it to, you know.
I'm not
you're-
adding, I don't wanna put it under any zoning category or anything else like that, I just want it to be defined of what it is, so that when we
Okay,
get
yeah.
down to that stuff, it can be
Okay.
added in.
Okay, that's something different than I thought you were going with. I
Yeah.
thought you were wanting to add a use case into residential.
No,
That
I
was
just
my
wanna add
concern
these,
that I
I
wanted
just
to
wanna add
raise.
these definitions in, if we're getting rid of hotel motel, I'd like to have pub, shortened from public house, back to 1859, 16th century, any building open to the
You know,
public.
there's no issue with that whatsoever.
In, and this is the big one, the one I like the most, inn is a historic lodging providing rooms, food, and drink for travelers. I think if we put those definitions in there, that would make me very happy.
You want me to pass them down?
Yeah, sure will.
So what's making the inn different from the hotel? Because it says historic, is that what you
No,
said in the
well,
beginning?
it's, if you read, well, I shortened it up a little bit, I go on to it. It's
Okay.
normally smaller scale, and there is, if you go into the definition, look it up, it does define a difference between a hotel and an inn. An inn being much smaller, much more, they call it
His
cozier.
definition does call out historic value.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just saw that, because that's great.
I'm just asking the question because the hotel is defined as containing 5 or more rental units. So our definition of hotel is pretty small. I mean, 5 is small.
Yeah,
That's not
So,
a bed and breakfast.
Yeah,
that,
that's
I would say
exactly.
would be more of a bed and breakfast or something, too, so losing a hotel, I don't mind, I don't want a hotel here.
No,
So should we
I
change
get it.
that
I'm
here?
not arguing that point with you. I just want to make
Yeah.
sure I understand what you're trying to, how
Yeah.
you're trying to define it.
I'm just looking at it to, basically be able to have those definitions, some type of, something like that, that we can have in this township.
We collected them.
Give those to Vicki, please.
Like, you sign it for me?
Thank you. And I can give them back to you. I can just send them.
No, you can keep them, I just print them off, whatever it is, Google,
Okay.
because I don't have chat PTG or whatever.
No problem.
So adding those definitions, I'd like to see happen.
Okay.
Under office, business, professional, I don't know if I'm jumping ahead of you.
No, no,
Once
you-
before.
Did anybody have anything in between there?
That's what I was getting
In
at.
between B and H?
I'm looking.
Alright, so do we have anything on the child care home, or family care home? Any changes there?
I didn't.
Just before we jump all over too far.
We did remove commercial solar systems.
Mhm.
Any issues with that?
Where did we remove it?
Oh,
That's definition, we're still in definition.
we're still in definitions, that's all we're doing. So I wanted to go back to, under dwelling types, we have a accessory dwelling unit. And I wanna go back and put back in that it's specifically incident and subordinate to the main dwelling unit. Just so that we don't end up with an accessory dwelling unit that's bigger than the main house.
Yeah, that is in,
Oh, I missed one.
I thought in the ordinance part it says size.
we'll get to that, Vicki. We have some comments on that exact issue.
Okay, well, are we there in the definitions? So what's the
But
exact
does it have to
issue?
be in the definition, or does the ordinance
I
that
think
state
it's-
and refer to an
Vicki?
ADU and limit the size within the ordinance?
We'll save that for when we get to
Or
the
we did-
ADU discussion, because I think
the
there's
article.
a broader discussion to be had there, that we can address that as well.
Okay,
I know that coming up.
okay.
So now I didn't miss it, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thought you did.
Alright, so, contract alpha storage, we added that. There's the accessory dwelling unit, Vicky, and then you, duplex twin, we just basically define those in line with the county, there's not really substantive changes there. Emergency services, we just update that in the county, definition. And you said office, correct?
Yeah, I was office, so you've got a little ways. And I saw we deleted some, but did they, like, I did have.
Because this is
report.
just the definitions overall, some of
Yeah.
these we'll talk about in later meetings, but generally when you see a use case here, you know, we've removed those as use cases within the township. But we haven't discussed them fully yet. And we are gonna do a 4-month breakdown of all of this for anyone who's not aware, where we will talk about every single piece of this modernization of our use regulations. So, get over to the O's.
Library, that's okay.
I don't know, I think Lisa has something for office.
Right, yeah, he said when he gets to
I'm
those.
getting there, I'm
we're
only
not-
No, no, I'm telling Bill, because he said he had something to eat, so
No,
I'm saying,
I'm just saying
just
my,
wait one
I'm
second.
just saying my alphabet, so. Which comes first?
All right,
Yeah,
office.
Yeah, and there was just an add of language, I think, office, business professional, so it says a building or portion thereof in which services are performed by a member of a profession, including, I just wanna say including but not limited to.
Oh, my favorite legal language.
Because we actually say it, I think, in,
Yeah, that should be added.
in the medical part, it's an office which
We do.
appointments, walk-ins include, maybe it doesn't say it there. But anyway, I just wanted to say, but not limited to, because there's all kinds of professions out there, and we would never be able to list all professions that are acceptable.
Yes, you just define the word including. Not limited to.
Including, but not limited to.
All right, and you said P's, we're in P's.
I just had a question under public notice.
Okay.
Where are we at as far as the state saying that you don't need to publicize in newspapers now, that we go
It's-
digital?
Nope,
Nope, nowhere.
Not yet?
nope. One day,
One day we'll get there,
One
probably
day.
when they're forced to realize there's no newspapers left.
well,
Hey.
yeah, and there's a bill up
Hey,
there.
hey,
And what does happen when there's no
They're
newspaper?
Never
publishing-
gonna happen.
They're
My chopped
publishing
liver?
written pages.
Never.
So I need to go back to personal services, so we need to delete that definition, because we now have service or personal care establishment.
Mhm.
So we need to get rid of the old definition of personal services, because it's duplicative.
Thank you.
And what's replacing it?
Over here, go to the next page, we now have service or personal care establishment. And that's basic, that's.
We combined it with
essentially
another
the
one
same thing.
essentially.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's, we're not getting rid of it as being available as a use, we just changed the definition, or changed the title, whatever you want to say.
This will be next month in the ag area.
Right here,
The what?
This is for
that's
the ag
basically
area.
the same thing,
The
yeah.
big blue
We're doing
one.
a lot of
Yeah.
agritourism.
In mine, it's
There's a lot of
red.
We're allowing agritourism.
Agritourism, oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, we
like,
skipped
yeah,
R, right?
Farmhouses.
Yeah, so we don't need it in those
Yeah.
places, it's
Oh, yeah,
confusing.
that was under.
That is not.
It's
in
under-
there.
We did skip R.
Oh.
Right, so we need to get rid of where it says personal
Yeah,
services,
all right, personal services.
and keep it where, the new one.
Yeah, that's cool.
So services or personal care establishment. That's where it's added here.
R's under restaurant.
Yeah.
That's right. Right there.
Aaron, when was the last time this was updated?
This section of our code was last adopted from a county general grouping of ordinances in the early 90s.
Just to give you guys an idea how this
It's a
came
lot of
about.
work, yeah.
It's a boatload of work.
Yeah. Thanks guys for taking it on.
So what'd you find under restaurant?
Not really sold on the part that says a restaurant does not include establishments where food services is subordinate or incidental to the consumption of alcoholic beverages.
That there would be a pub.
Yeah, that would be your pub, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You drink more than you eat.
Or where they're just
Well, I mean,
serving
what
like
if
little.
you're a restaurant and you serve wine and stuff?
That's perfectly allowed in a restaurant.
Yeah.
It's where alcohol is predominant, your moneymaker, and not the food.
Right, like if you've got a little bar where all you're serving is peanuts.
Gotcha.
That's not a
So
restaurant,
it's-
that's a bar.
It's basically the same way the liquor law works as far as.
Correct.
A percentage
Correct.
of your income must be from food.
Correct.
Right.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, and adding your pub, that would, get to that point where basically like what used to exist in the old inn.
That's what we want,
Right.
cool.
So it would still provide for it, just.
Moving right along.
Moving right along.
All right. Going through the S's. Any comments with the S's? Don't think there were too many real changes there. T's and U's, not really any changes to those areas.
Ooh, tattoo parlors.
Yeah.
My
No,
son-
no longer allowed.
My son tattoos.
We did remove mini storage,
So we wanna bring them back, is what you're saying?
and refined warehouse. I don't think there were any comments from you guys on any of those changes.
Mini warehouse, how's that gonna affect, when it's on the table?
That's already allowed, and that's not the mini storage. That is contractor services, which is defined up in
That was
another
carefully
section.
worded if you go back and read it, in the uses at that time.
So that's still in our definitions, what is being, what has a conditional use from 22, that is carried within our definitions. That's separate from mini storage. Mini storage is like the
You're
little,
just
the
self-storage.
block of little tiny, 8x8s that people
Gotcha.
can rent out. All right. We're gonna get rid of this diagram here, which is clearly from like the 70s that you cannot read.
I was wondering what that was.
And we're replacing it with the diagram, which is clearly readable, legible below.
Legible.
You get there.
All right, so we'll go into the use
Now we're
cases.
into
I'll
the-
go down to our first changes. We've got a little ways to go here. This will be 285-51. That's the potential
Sorry.
inability. And this is language that was asked for at a PC meeting for Vicky. Vicky, this is what you had asked for in one of the PC meetings. We talked about it. This is basically the clause that just because you may have something our laws may not provide for that use. But we have this in there because that will point to that basically is covered down by the Regional Planning Commission agreements that we have that covered other uses in other municipalities that surround us in our local.
Yeah, we'll go down.
Where you at there, Aaron? My
Uh,
old
here.
eyes can't see that.
Public
Could you
hearing,
move forward? Okay.
we're in public hearing and zoning
Under conditional use.
under conditional use. We've added a little more qualifications for this, essentially.
561.
We've added some of the, cases that have particularly been seen by this board on their time here. This is, setbacks, this is, buffer zones, right-of-ways, things of that nature. We get, we call those out and define those. We didn't have those defined, prior. So
Yeah.
Mess up your.
we've added some of those items in
Is
here.
this where he's? 3. Yeah, of course.
He was just giving
Yep.
you the
I just wanna make sure we're on the same page.
definitions.
I just can't keep looking over my shoulder.
That's not really any substantial changes there. That just ensures that you guys have the ability to look at all of those particular issues when they do come up, because those are issues we repetitively see here in the township.
Right.
You have this here, did you wanna bring some of the proposed use?
Shall be, yeah, it's just a misspelling. I didn't want to point it out in front of the audience, but it's okay.
Yeah, there's a couple little ones like that in this section.
Well,
The
as long
guy's
as-
tired, he's been here all day.
Well, as long as you bring them up at some point, that you fix them, that's all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have those.
Okay.
All right, the next big one is the addition of 285-62.
That's a big one.
This is regulation of uses. So this is the section that has the predominant changes here for the residential section. Again, we're only talking about the residential zoning districts here.
We're in 6-2, right?
Yeah, 6-2.
Hang on here, I had something back here.
See?
28562,
Yeah, we're just in 6-2.
ain't gonna believe this, but that's where I'm at.
No, you're not, you're on
Right.
6-1 right there.
I'm on 62.
No, you're not, 6-1, dear.
Yeah, no, but it goes to 62.
No, it does not. They all say that.
They'll generally say.
They're just telling you what the
You
next
have-
one is.
You have to look at the actual
Son of a
writing.
gun. You got me. All right, well then I probably missed it, 6-1.
No,
It
you,
is 6-1, under B, elder cottage.
no,
Yeah,
that's in where we are.
That's in 6-2?
Yes.
It's actually in 6-3, I think.
Yeah,
so-
that's further down.
Well, why does it say
Oh, we're not
6-1?
we work so
Yeah.
much better together, you know what I mean?
We're not to you yet.
We're not?
The
No.
pages,
What
if you
did you
print them
say?
out, do have that error on some of the top of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
well-
yeah, I got
You have
it.
to look
Well,
at
it
the
goes
writing.
5-8 to 6-1, and here's 6-1.
Yeah.
A,
That's only if
application,
this is-
public hearing,
We just talked about that,
yeah,
and that's the start.
but this all still says 6-1.
At the top, yeah.
At the top it does, but the actual,
There's no change to 28562, unless your pages are out of order.
That could
It
be.
goes A, application,
Goes on.
B, public hearing.
285-62, I have.
Oh, then goes 3-4, you're right, there's no
Right.
CD here, oh, you're out of order.
Yeah, by 2, sister. 2 sets of 8.
Why are there not page numbers on this document?
Oh, okay, wait.
Yeah, yeah.
all right. So 6-2A, that gives our general intent. I didn't hear any, I don't think we had any real revisions there. It generally just spells out, you know, what we're getting at here. So I think 6-3 is the first one I think we have significant comments for. That's where we get more into the meat and
That's the
potatoes.
accessory uses, right?
Yep.
So we have A, accessory dwelling unit.
You got that one in front of you, Lisa?
No, they're all out of order. I don't even know where to begin. What's the number?
So,
What's the letter actually is what I
He's
need.
in
A.
A.
A,
Yeah.
Dwelling, single family attached?
No.
no,
Accessory dwelling unit.
prior page.
They're out of order.
The top
It
page
doesn't help me.
is
285-64.
285-61 and 285-62.
What time is this?
This was Bill's document, he got it all out of order.
So that's K,
It
and
took
then
me
we have an
An hour.
E.
I had to print it out and I dropped them.
A, under 28565, that's agriculture A.
That's agriculture, A, so that's
See?
even further back.
There's A's in all the sections.
Yep.
There are.
I'm looking at it on my phone, they're in order there.
Nah.
It's up on the screen. if you
Yeah.
want
We're
to
gonna
look
go
at
by the screen, but you
You're gonna
need
have
to
to.
make sure that you have your changes, that's all, you gotta find the right page. I was just trying to follow along.
I have no changes.
All right,
Okay.
so in general, we call for the ADUs to, you know, follow the standard setbacks in the underlying zones of district. You know, we call for it to be out of floodplains and riparian zones, standard underlying stuff of the underlying district. If it's a rental property, we do require it to be permitted as a rental property once a year. And so here, I think some of your comments are probably in this section. These are some of the limitations in occupancy. This gets into, you know, some of the nitty-gritty here. ADU shall only be permissible on lots of 2 acres or greater. And this was basically to ensure that there's enough actual property here to support the ADU, because these will have to tie into existing septic systems, and if the septic system needs to be expanded, you'll need to have land to be able to do that. It doesn't make sense to add additional septic strains on lots that have limited size and don't have the ability to take on that additional capacity.
Okay, but it's